bits and tweaks here and there. And actually need to do one more thing here, put this in performance mode. And need to tweet this bad boy out. And let me actually get a command for the link here, just so folks can pull it up if they want it. Let's see. Okay, that should work if you put in exclamation point game. Let's see. Yeah, there we go, neat. I'm just gonna put the game on screensaver mode while people roll in and just let it rock for a bit, because it's very nice to look at with your eyes, I think. As a looking at guy expert, or looking at stuff expert man, that's me. It looks good. I need to put something to the side here. For our next game, I actually have, I pulled out a tablet that I haven't pulled out in a minute to put a PDF on it because I need to have a hacker zine on my tablet to play this game, which already makes me excited for it because it seems like a game that gets it inside and out. There's something about making you use a hacker zine on a tablet to the side that just is perfectly aesthetic with that game. Yo! It happens, but that's why the VOD
Said
is
I couldn't catch Bridges live.
Saved. And unlike some other things that I've tried to archive over, it was not instantly copyright blocked by YouTube. Rest in peace. So many VODs that just won't show up on YouTube no matter what I do. But yeah. This is just cool to look at. I'm cool with just looking at this, honestly. Like, this is like the sequel to The Mountain. The only thing is this game is like super graphically intense. Like, I'm running it at 1600 by 900 just because even on a 1080, it was dropping pretty low if I was running it at 1920 by 1080. Man, just look at them shapes. It's like some kind of wild sponge life, yeah. Yo, thank you for the resub.
Oh hell yeah, I love a good shapes.
Oh yeah. And no, when I say RIP VOD, it usually means either music or if I show something on stream that YouTube has deemed that it will just block it immediately. There are a lot of times that happens. Sometimes that happens on things that aren't even related, like the VOD of me playing a story about my uncle or whatever it was just randomly got hit like the other day with a full copyright block. by some random, like, it was like a Russian LP group that focuses on Lego games, and for some reason they just tried to copyright block it everywhere. Great. So I had to file a dispute manually, and there is unfortunately no checkbox for these fuckers don't have a copyright on anything. Still, let me make sure exclamation point game has the, yeah. But yeah, this is a free to download game. You can obviously donate to the devs. I think they have a link to do that on the itch.io page, but that's where that is. So let's like play it a little bit. Oh, is this open source? That's good. I was hoping it would be, because the tech they're making seems mad good. So the thing is, it starts with just the landscapes being a fractal, but then it starts becoming wild. Like the first couple levels are just like drive around these really bizarre fractal worlds. God, yeah, 32 FPS. Just because that's so many little things to draw. Because for those of you who are not, if you zoom out with the scroll wheel, it improves a little. Oh, that's good to know. But yeah, that's fine. I knew it was going to be a little testy because it's a lot of math. It's drawing so many shapes. This is one instance where the way to make it less intensive, the speedrun strat, would be the opposite of like the like GoldenEye 007 runs, where you have to look at the ground so it draws less, so it slows down more. You need to look at the sky so that it's not trying to draw these crazy fractals. And soon we'll get to a level where it's constantly morphing, and that's where it gets wild. Yeah, it's kind of like tessellation. Yeah, fractals are like a repeating pattern. So if you like take a triangle and then take out the middle third of the triangle, like a middle third of each line, and then replaced each of those lines with two lines of equal length, creating another triangle, and then cut out the middle third of each of those lines, and then make two more thirds, etc., etc., and like, it's infinitely repeating patterns in nature that are pretty wild. But yeah, no, this is, this would not be a great consumer product right now. Oh, I accidentally misclicked. I guess that restarted it. But yeah, no, right now, the hardware required to run this makes it pretty untenable. It's a really neat tech demo, though. It's like something similar to ray tracing. It's like ray rastering. Yeah, fractals are infinitely self-similar. Every part of the fractal contains the entire fractal. Oh yeah, Matt. Oh shit. I'll have to show you the screensaver afterwards. Again, because this game is a screensaver mode that maxes out my graphics card, which is sick. There's the flag. Got it. I think this next level might be... Ooh, sorry about that. I think this next level might be one where it's morphing while you try and run it. If not, it's soon. That's right, tessellations repeat in every direction, yeah. There are some very neat bits of math about fractals. I am not up to date as I am a terrible mathematician. It is not my forte. And I do like that it's a glass orb too, because looking at these cool fractals through a cool glass orb is tight. The moving one made my 2080 choke a bit, yeah. It's cool though. It's cool to look at. I turned up, one of the reasons this stream took longer is my test was like really messy at first. I switched the stream encoding all over to CPU on like slower settings. So I hope it looks pretty neat. Oh god, here we go. Okay, so now we're driving across fractals that are changing their math as we drive over them. Ooh boy. Ooh boy. So you can get crushed if you fall into the math. If you fall into the math pad. Ooh. Come on, Orb. No! Yeah, this is very high level, exceeding brain math. Oh god. And I gotta be honest though, the concept of it's Marble Madness, but it's driven by fucked up fractal math is the best thing. Okay, can we get some speed going to the side and try not to lose it too much on this hill? Oh no. Okay, use the shifting. Yes, yes. Oh. It's weird to look at, but it's very cool. But it's very weird, but it's very cool. My eyes rather enjoy it. This is Marble Marcher, and if you type !game, there's a link to it. You can try to play it yourself. It will blow up your brain parts. Yo, right? It's pretty incredible. But yeah, you need a very high GPU to play this. I will tell you in advance, because it is literally generating fractals. The thing is, this game looks this cool and this nice. It's only like 12 megabytes or something, because it's literally just doing math. That's how it's creating the world. It is a function that is making this be drawn. Oh no, I think I got stuck. But yeah, you would think these are like these hand-drawn supermassive assets. They're not, they're just math. It's just numbers. Oh yeah, right mouse click was a quick restart. Right, I did it on accident once. Like, I don't even know if it's textures, honestly. It could just be color information. Like, they could just put, you know, this angle equals this color, something like that, you know? You could do color through math as well. Oh, Lord. It looks very cool in motion. Oh, come on. Oh no, don't fall in the pit. It fucking rules, right? Like, oh no! Oh no! Yeah, I mean, all data is just math in some way, but I mean, this is like literally just like formulas that are generating stuff, which is crazy. And really smart, honestly. I think it's open source as well, which is really neat that they're willing to share this level of math. No! No, get there. Wait, I can rock this. Just do that Sonic the Hedgehog stuff. Build a little bit of momentum. Oh god, it's a little swingy. Okay. Only see sounds and shaders in the assets folder, so the colors are indeed just math. I want to get up there so bad. What if I use the curve? Okay. Okay, the wiggle tech is not working. Oh! Yes, there we go. Okay, the catwalk. Another math level. Oh, man. Okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down. No, no, not like this. Not like this. Math, save me. But math never listened. Damn. Look at this. Look at this shit. This is so cool. I hope the frame rate is above 0 right now. I apologize. I hope you're getting all 40 of these frames. We'll see. Cause this is, man, this is cool shit. This is cool shit to look at. Damn. Oh. Okay. Oh, man. Okay. That looks like a sick-ass ramp. Yes. Whoa, got there. Oh, I accidentally right-clicked. Hit. Heck. Shit. We're gonna try again. Oh yeah, no, like I said, I custom set the encoder options to stream this particularly. It's one of the things I do that a lot of streamers don't. Which, you know, I understand. It's a pretty high knowledge thing and a lot of experience figuring out how to set encoders for games to try and make them look good without blowing up your own computer. But this one was pretty easy.
Oh,
it was
nice.
just...
Are we exploring some shapes?
We're exploring some wicked shapes. This one was just offload as much from the GPU as possible because the GPU needs to fire at 150%. Because again, this is, I'm running it at 1600 by 900 on a 1080, and this is about, it's still hitting 40s and stuff. Like really low CPU load though. Again, really incredibly low CPU load. It's only like, it was like 10, 20%, not even. It's all on the GPU, because this is the kind of math graphics processors are very good at. Multi-threaded applications are what the, like, multiple CUDA-core systems that, like, NVIDIA cards in particular are very good at. Because you run, like, a billion tiny threads at the same time. It's a really smart implementation of it, but yeah, no, this is what graphics cards are capable of. That's why I was really interested in seeing this, because this seems like this is the kind of thing where the technology to make something like this happen didn't exist until maybe the last year or two for consumer use, which is really cool. In its own way. Yeah, that's how hard this math is, doing this complicated of a visual... Okay, I need to take my time on that. The visual representation of math is a lot. It's a lot to do. I am not a leading expert on that, though.
Ladies
there are probably people who...
We have found too many shapes. The game.
I say, there are definitely people who have done better talks about this kind of stuff, but... the information's out there if you're interested in how, like, modern graphics cards work and, like, the kind of math they're good at. No, nuts. Yo, thank you for the resub. Also, strong agree. These are some dope shapes.
Damn, this is some cool shapes.
Got there. Okay, I needed to slow down just a tiny bit. Okay, speaking of slowing down. No, 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 got there. Oh. Yeah, yeah, that's a good way to put it. And if you were using just like CPU traditional rendering, this would be a case of seconds per frame or minutes per frame. And it's running at frames per second now, which is wild. Oh my god, this level is so cool. Ah, shit. Yo, thank you for the resub.
Bubsy at the Fractal Shapes retrospective.
Oh man. This level in particular looks so cool. The way it, like, moves in and out. Oh no! Oh, I fell for the trap! Oh no! Yo, thank you for the resub. Yo, no problem.
Oops,
the bridge.
Almost forgot to resub.
Bridge day was
Thanks
fun.
for the extremely vaporwave bridge content.
Bridge was a powerful day. For all involved, I feel. Okay, need to get there fast. Yes. Yo, Medibot, yeah, it's cool. This game is Fractal Landscape Marble Madness. And, yeah, no, this is literally just fractals. So this is a shape with, like, infinite recursion, and like, no matter how small you go, there is another copy of itself within itself, something like that. Like, it's hard to explain in really short terms what fractals exactly are, because there's a lot of nuance to it, but, man. No, thank you for the resub.
Avoid the infinite fractal trap.
Shit. Okay, I gotta play this one a little safer than I thought. Yeah, so it's pretty wild, and it's all these different types of fractals in this game, and yeah, again, the thing that's wild to remember is this game with like these landscapes is like a couple megabytes for the whole thing, because it's, again, just pure equations, nothing, no more traditional resources that are larger. A pattern replicated on a fraction of itself infinitely. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Okay, ride the gecko. Yeah, simple geometry, sure.
The strength of shapes is infinite.
It's true. Thank you for the resub, Box of Love. Oh god, it's like just adding a bunch of weird bumps, and if I look at the sides, it gets weird. It gets mad weird over there. Oh boy, there was a big bump there that I barely noticed. Okay, it looks like the part the flag is on disappears. So I gotta kind of time it. Perfect. Okay, build up speed, sure. Oh, got there, okay. Got him one. This game is cool, but makes me a little uncomfortable for some reason. Yeah, that's fractals. What? Up? How up? Wait, how up? This is the most forbidden knowledge of all. Just the knowledge of, the true knowledge of shapes. Oh, it's on the other side, it's lower, okay. So I gotta get around the side and down to here without beefing it. Oh no. I can't remember what character it is in Destiny lore who at one point yells, "I desire to become the king of shapes." But shout outs to the king of shapes in Destiny lore. Strong agree, my dude. I feel that. I also desire to become king of shapes. Every day. Oh no. This is not going well. I mean, it's very Euclidean. These are Euclidean shapes. They just are based on math. Yeah, they're fractals. It's pure math. I think it's Oryx. Yeah, that sounds right. Okay. This level's surprisingly tough due to the bumps. No, it's so bumpy. No, I always fall in this gap too. Ah, nards. No, come on. Oh, this level's a son of a gun. Maybe up first, and then out onto this track, and then hold right immediately. Just preemptively hold right to stick to the track. Yeah, now we're getting somewhere. That's right. Don't complain. Adapt. Oh, that new tech. Oh no. Oh no, the new tech. Save me, new tech. Almost. Okay, I call this orb vectoring. It's very powerful tech. I invented it just now. You're welcome. Got there. I have no idea on that. The game is open. Oh boy, the game's open source though, so if you wanted to crack it open and look at the math and the numbers involved, you can. Again, exclamation point game will point you to the link where they have all the stuff.
21 month.
Yo, thank you for that resub, please. Oh, this looks so cool. I kind of just want to look at this always. These are some cool triangles. Oh, that's a bad fall. That was a real bad fall. Yeah, this is one of the few games I've played where I've said, like, I thought this would be fun intoxicated. this would be really cool to look at. Just on the other side. Okay, it looks like it's just on the other side. Come on. Donde? No. Dios mío. This game does have a screensaver mode. Don't worry, I'll show it again before the end of the stream. I know what you're all here for. It's what I'm here for too. Don't worry, we're all here for the good shapes. I'm no fool. Nuts.
Pink Floyd album cover generator looks like a hoot.
Kinda. And it is. It's weird because I'm trying to think about how the land is gonna shift under me. And it's a lot to think about. Okay. We're close. Got there. Hey! And there it is. Check it out. This is why we had 2 games today, but yeah. That was Extremely Shapes. And I'll let this rock for a bit while I boot up the other game. Get my stuff pulled up and grab another drink probably. Any percent record is 10 minutes, 32 seconds. Is that just adding level times together? That's the question. Yeah, I'll grab a drink real quick while I let these shapes rock. Enjoy these shapes, everybody. I'll be right back. Okay. Need to draw my unlock pattern real quick because I have to get my tablet up. Oh no. I don't use this tablet very often. Oh, I have it upside down. Point in case. Did not realize that I was like, where are these buttons to switch apps? Ah, shit, I'm dumb. So let me turn off all this other stuff. Brighten this down a little bit. Ain't no reason not to be efficient. And yeah, I don't really need Wi-Fi. This just needs to be the zine. Well, the shapes just left because I clicked away. My apologies. All right, well, let me get this recaptured here. And then let me get the game fit to screen properly, first of all. There we go. Get the game unmuted, and audio should be about right. All right, and let me update this. Yeah, this is a game that has a zine to the side that you download. So let me go ahead and tweet this out. I'm gonna hop in a Discord call because I may need help later because this game is it's a Zachtronics game. If you're not familiar with that name, Zachtronics basically makes all the best puzzle games. It's kind of fucked up. It's kind of fucked up how good all the puzzle games that are made by them by how good the games are. Yeah, that's fucking the Alchemy one I played a shitload of.
This is the best Zachtronics game because it's the only one I'm okay at.
Yeah, Opus Magnum was the one that I played a good amount of last year and really enjoyed. I know Imaginationless also played a ton of it. So, yeah, let's get in here. I have my zine open to the side. It is, Trash World News, and it's like a legit little fake magazine that's exactly like those old hackers and like old zines in general, in presentation and stuff. It's very slick. I also like the idea of your learning to hack in this future world is powered by learning from like fucking this passed around underground information, so it fits right in. I think it's fun. It's like how Keep Talking and Don't Explode having a manual was perfect and worked really well. Okay. Yo, thank you for the resub, what up?
Happy Tie Tuesday.
Looks like you definitely need it. So, I do have a source. I know where to get it. It's cheaper than the real deal, but it's still gonna be pricey. The going rate is 700 a dose. You need to take 1 dose every day. Yeah, that's dollars. Sorry, I don't set the prices. I'm just a courier. It's not like any of that money goes to me. Anyway, if you do get the money, give me a call.
So we got some kind of nasty disease. The money is... Stuff is very expensive. Perform simple tasks to earn money at home. Yeah. You'll be shown images of receipts generated. Enter them digitally. Oh. So. Oh man. Oh no. So this is our very, very lowly work. Oh no, I tried to shift tab backwards and I accidentally opened up Steam. Oh hell. So we gotta start by doing the trash work, huh? Yo, thank you for the resub. Add some rich motherfuckers meal up.
Hackman Tie Tuesday.
Also, special order $200. Yeah, all right, that's some shit. Oh my god. 10 cents.
Wow, a whole 10 cents. Congratulations. You only need to do 6,999 more of these, and you'll have enough for today. Don't worry about that right now. You need that medication to stay alive, right? Well, guess what? I can get it to you. You'll need to start hacking again, though. 1 hack, 1 dose. Easy. Deal? You're about to remember. Knock, knock.
Okay. I think there's a little chat going on. Thank you, Matt, for the 10 cents.
Hey, came by to give you something. I can't hack like I used to. Whatever edge I had, it's gone now. But I had to keep doing something. Something to keep the culture alive, you know? Computers are running everything these days. Before long, human beings aren't even gonna have a say. So now I equip people with knowledge. The knowledge to make a computer do what you want on your terms. Anyway, I won't keep you. I know you like to be alone. Hope you like what you see in the zine.
Alright, yeah. So, this has it, and I already have the digital version. I pulled it and put it onto my tablet. I have issue 1 open. I have issue 2 on here for when I need it. But I think I can Can I just like... Okay, it just pops up. But yeah, there's a PDF. That's the cover of it. It's pretty neat looking. I can probably scroll through a couple pages here. I'll just pop it up on display to show you what it kind of looks like. Also, it opened in Microsoft Internet Explorer. What the? How's that still default for that? But yeah, it's just a zine with neat little images. There's some kind of walkthroughs on how to start your programming stuff. All that, runtime errors, how to explain, you know, that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's pretty neat. Oh, okay, there's options here. All right, that's fine. Okay. Weird. Oh, okay, there's larger version. And there's like some versus stuff you can do too. This game's neat. But let's do it. All right, learn to explore networks and leave no traces is gonna be puzzle 1. All right. Move this file to the outbox. That's all it says in it. All right. Let me pull up my gas walks you through it. All right. In this first tutorial, your goal is to move a specific file with ID 200 from the hostname inbox to the hostname outbox. You're going to move it through a link with ID 800. Okay. All right, so first things first, we'll go link 800. So this is the code for XA, which is this little robot guy. Basically, these are different, like, consider them like different computers or servers, basically, that we're hopping between in these rooms. Each one only has so much space for one of our little robot dudes. So that's represented by slots. These are files, they have discrete information in them. Sometimes we'll have to pull that to something else and move it somewhere. You'll see these games get very complicated. It's pretty incredible. So what we're going to do here is we're going to tell XA link 800, which tells it go here, go through here. After telling it link 800, we're going to go grab 200. Almost all of the commands are 4 letters long. So you can see, you'll be able to get a hang of them pretty quick. So that tells it grab 200. Then we're going to tell it link 800 again, because relative to where it will be, which is in here, it'll be link 800, move forward one more time. So if we were to do a stepwise, we'd say, we see, okay, link 800, grab 200, link 800. So he moves down to this one. Now the next thing we would need to do, and I'll step it back here. After that, we need to drop it, to drop whatever they are carrying, and halt, which will terminate this EXA and make it explode. And so this should work. Move here, grab that, move here, drop that off, and blow up. And now we can run at high speeds. I'm glad Cabinet also is here. Oh, someone already made it one with 1 step less. Oh, that's smaller. Okay, I'll have to learn more stuff. But again, as most of the good Zachtronic stuff, it gives you a leaderboard of how many cycles you and anyone on your friends list has, how big the thing is, and activity, which I think is maybe just like number of things it's doing. But yeah. All right, though, we'll find plenty more. Okay. And here it is, tutorial 2. Let me motivate by anticipation of reward. Medication is a reward, I guess. You'll get it, your reward, I mean. Okay, let's continue. Yes. Alright, and I'll pull this up as well. So our goal is to add the first two values of file 200, multiply the result by the third value, and then subtract the fourth value. Append the result to the end of the file and move it to the outbox. You can press the show goal button or F1 at any time to show a preview of the completed task. So in this case, it would be ending with just the file over there, and you can see if you look on the left side of the screen under 200 where it tells you about the file here, over here. Let me make sure my cursor's showing just a second. I want to make sure y'all can see that because that's going to make explaining a lot easier. There we are. Hello. Hello. If you look over here, 200, the starting information is these four values. Now the thing is, these will change between runs, so you have to make a program that's robust enough to handle any variations that come through in the data. So you can hit show goal here and it shows you the example of, 72 plus 52 multiplied by 4 minus 60, which is 436. So that's what we're trying to do. So again, starting like before, link 800, put our dude in the other room. Grab 200 because we need to acquire the file to interact with it. Then, okay, so, okay, what we need to do here is copy is the command here. Copy FX. So it's gonna copy the first value from the file, which is F, and copy that to X. We also have a global that we can use, and I think the global you can pass back and forth, and you can switch it from being a global or local variable. So that's going to copy the first value from the file to the X slot, and then we're going to go add, which is addy, because again, everything's four letters here. Yeah, thank you for picking up something from the Humble store. And we're going to add X plus, or do I need to, it's just X F, all right, because it's already written as addition, and then write it to X, because as you copy it, it'll step to the second thing in the file naturally. So it's going to copy the first value to X, then it's going to addition our X value plus what it's on in the file, and then write that to X, so that's our new X, that's the new piece of data our bot is carrying. Then we're gonna hit mully. Yeah, okay, that's multiplication. And then again, same thing. It's gonna be multiplying the value we have in X times the next thing in the file, and then rewriting that to X. And then our last thing will be subtract, which is subby. And that is again X, FX, because it's gonna take the leftover value in X, and then subtract F, which is the file, and then rewrite that to X. Then we're gonna copy X, which is the current value we have, to F. So we're gonna write that to the end of the file. Then link 800, move to the next spot, drop the file, and then halt to end it. And that's this is the tutorial, so let's make sure that all runs correctly. So, link, so move over there, grab the file, and then it reads the first value, puts it in X, then it's gonna add those two values, then it's gonna multiply that value by 4, and then subtract 60. And then copy that to F, so it's gonna put it on the file, which we can see it did there, move there, drop the file, leave. And now we can go through, and as you can see, it's doing all these different random values, but it's still working. Yeah, as soon as you do an operation on a thing, it will step to the next part of the file automatically. All right, tutorial 3, learn how to communicate between our robots. All right, let me pull up the page with that. Next tutorial involves a file that can only be accessed through a one-way link. The EXA that goes to grab the file will be trapped, so you'll need to create 2 EXAs and have them communicate with each other. I'll let you figure out the code for this one on your own, but here's some hints. You can create a new file with the make instruction. The file it creates will be empty by default, and it will automatically held by the EXA that creates it. An EXA can delete a file it's holding with a wipe instruction. 2 EXAs can communicate each other using the M register. If one EXA writes a value to the M register and another EXA reads from the M register, the value gets transmitted from the writer to the reader. If an EXA is reading the M register while no one is writing to it or vice versa, it'll wait until another EXA picks up the other end of the communication. You don't need to time it perfectly. There's a toggle switch in Exodus user interface that lets you set the M register to global or local operation. In global mode, 2 EXAs can communicate anywhere in the network as long as there's a path of links connecting them. In local mode, 2 EXAs can only communicate if they're in the same host. Finally, an EXA in global mode can't communicate with an EXA in local mode even if they're in the same host. Yes.
Town is village?
Yeah, thank you for picking up something from the humble start. Yeah. Okay, file 199 contains exactly 2 values, a keyword and a number. Create a new file in the outbox and copy those 2 values to it, swapping their order so the number is first. When you're finished, delete file 199. Okay. Let's do it. Yo, thank you for picking something up. Alright, so we need to, can I create 2 EXAs? How do I create another EXA? That's, I guess, create probably, is that it? Or create, I guess? How do I tell it to make another one? Yeah. Is it make? I thought that was a file. Is that make another EXA? Okay. Oh, that's just a file. Look it up under, oh, create new EXA right there. Okay, there it is. That's what I needed. Yeah, I didn't realize it was a button. Okay. Okay, but I did need to make a file, so that's fine. This is our outbox. So let's go ahead and make link 800, link 800. Wait, maybe? Or I guess it would be, or to be right. I guess it would be copy from M. So it would be copy M to F. Copy M, F, and that might do it. Okay, and then you need to link 800, link 799, grab 199, and then I need to switch the order is the thing. That's the real question. How do I get it to reverse the order? Let's see what it does right now. So, okay, they go in. Okay, and it runs out of stuff, so it blows up. There should be a way. Is it index or something? What would it be? Is there a way to, if I like right click, will it suggest things maybe? Oh. The invalid instruction. Maybe seek. I wonder if that works. And then copy F to M. Yeah, the zine has a command reference, I think. Okay, seek is right. Okay, this should work though. I just need to do seek -1, copy FM, wipe because I want it to delete, and then halt. I think that's right. And I mean, this one auto halts, but I guess halt at that point, or drop first. I need to drop the file, then halt. Okay. Let's try this. So, do forwards. He's looking to copy variable M. Okay, there's a new one. Copies that. Oh, it already seeks, so I don't need to. Right, it already indexes forward when it does it, so I just need to copy that twice. And that should work, right? Yeah, copies that. Oh, can I read pat? Oh, okay, so I need to make it seek -2 because it won't loop. Okay, so seek -2. I might just be able to put like seek -999 and it'll just be like, sure, whatever. Go to the end. Or go to the beginning rather. Yeah, okay. Echo, drop, halt. Hey! All right, let's run it. Yeah, this the race conditions aren't that big a deal. Like, you don't have to time stuff. They specifically will make things wait until it's good. Hey, mine's a little slower, but it's cool. At the very least, it works. I don't want to sit around and just optimize stuff too much on stream, because that will make this stream go 7.5 hours of Ty looking at one puzzle, because that's the kind of motherfucker I am. All right, one more tutorial. Learn to do something more than once. All right, we're gonna do loops. Oh, you're doing great. I mean, the thing is, this game comes with a book. It's all about how much you're willing to put into it, right? Like, they might be pretty tough, but if you enjoy this kind of thing, which like I super do, yeah, these I'm way into. Okay, file 2 contains exactly one number, n. Create a new file in the outbox containing number n through 0 in decreasing order. When you're finished, delete file 200. Okay, we're doing loops. Okay, you can compare registers and or values with a test function. Have it like testing if x equals 38 would be test x equal 38. If the test is true, the T register is set to 1. If the test is false, the T register is set to 0. Okay, so I'm able to run a test function that way. Through 0 in decreasing order. Okay, so I would want it to write when it was 0, and then when it was -1, have it halt. On their own, test instructions aren't very useful, but if you combine them with conditional jump instructions, T jump and F jump, you can jump to different parts of the program depending on the results of the test. T jump if true, works when the T register is set to 1. F jump if false, works when T register is set to 0. See the connection? You'll need to specify the jump target with a mark instruction somewhere else in the program. Okay, that makes sense. Here's an example of a loop. Say you wanted to write the value of 9999 to a file 10 times. You could do it like this, which keeps the track of number of times it's gone through the loop in the X register. So copy X0 to X, mark loop, copy 999F, addition X plus 1 and write it to X. Okay, so they're saying you could use the X register to just, every time it runs the loop, increment it by 1. All right, so let's try and figure this out. So first things first, we are going to link 800 to go into the next room. We're gonna grab 200, then we have the file in our hands. We need to create a new file though, so I'll need to make a new exa, I think. Do we need to? No, we don't need to, because we only need to read the one number off the file. So we can just grab 200, copy F the X, and then wipe, make, and that should make a file. And then we would want to mark loop, I think, to open this. And then copy X to the file. Then after you're done doing that, subtract, I think is subby, I want to say. Yeah, okay, all the functions end in I. So, for math at least. So then we would want to subtract. I think it would be X1, because we're subtracting 1 from X, and then write that to X. And then we need to do a test. Test. If X is equal to -1, F jump to loop. So as soon as that, or no, true jump. Or no, if it's false, jump it up to the loop. If it's true, take it out of the loop. That makes sense. Okay. So as soon as that is true, it should crack out of the loop, and then link 800, move to the next thing, drop, halt. Maybe? Oh, it's FJMP. Okay, there we go. All 4. All right, so let's see. Link to 800, grab the file, copy. Okay, we now have 9, which was the number in our variable. Delete the whole shit, make a new file, copy 9 to the file, subtract 1 from it. X is now set to 8. Test is X equal to -1. It isn't. Jump back to the top. Okay, copy 8, test 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Now it's -1. Link to 800, drop it, halt. Fuck yeah, alright. We in there. Hell yeah. Run that shit. Alright, nice. Activity's very low. That's good to see. I don't know what that means. Oh, is this how many cycles it took? And just one of them, a couple of them took a lot of cycles because they were very big numbers. Hey, I mean, that was a pretty simple way of doing it, but I like it. Nice work. Thanks, I tried. And there's some stuff here about different errors that can happen, like some of the boring ones. Divide by zero error, math with keywords. So trying to do math with words is bad. Also, I'm loving this hacker chat in the bottom. It's very good. Invalid hardware register access. Make sure you're in the same host as the hardware register you want to access before you try and read right to it. Okay. So if an EXA reads or writes the F register when it's not holding a file, it'll error out and explode. Okay. So that can't be done. Some that are more exploitable. Say you're looking for a specific file, the EXA that tries it will terminate, but now you know the file isn't there. They're saying sometimes intentionally using errors is like a good idea, which is neat. I like that. EXA language referral. Okay. Swizz. Oh my god, one sec. Swizzle the value of the first operand using the value of the second operand as swizzle mask and store the result in the third operand. The swizzle instruction can be used to rearrange or extract the digits in a number as shown. What? I'm looking at this and it is way big brain for me. What? 1, 2, 2, 1. So it's invert. Okay, I think I get Swizzle a little. Swizzle is impossible to comprehend until you've done it. Cause a pizza to be delivered to your apartment. Hell yeah. You got it. Yeah, why not? Don't you want a pizza? Okay. Append your order, which is file 300, to the end of the order list, file 200. Note that all orders, including yours, will consist of exactly 5 keywords. Alright, so we don't need to fucks with 280 or 281. We just need to write our pizza order on the end of their pizza order. Which, can I just say, I'm really glad Operation 1 of Big Boy Hacking is hack a pizza. Alright. So I think the plan here... Oh, damn it, I think I accidentally closed the PDF, one sec. The plan here is going to be have a second EXA, basically just read off instructions. I don't see a reason to complicate it too much, you know? Since they can only hold one at a time, you'd have to run back and forth to do it with just one. Now, where in the Sam Hill is my dang downloads on this thing? I apologize, I don't use this device very terribly often for this kind of thing. Every client ordered 8 servings of Ligma. It was the strangest thing. Oh my god, I'm trying to find downloads in this stupid thing. Oh my goodness. Oh no, the one thing I didn't plan for. There it is, my files. Oh my god. Digital 1 PDF. Okay. All right. So. All right. So, XA, you are going to be the reader. Means XB, you're going to be the writer. So, link 800 to go into the next room. Grab 200. And we're going to start copying in order. So 300 consists of these words. So we're going to copy file information to M, our global one. Oh, you can just press tab to shortcut stepping through stuff. Okay, good to know. Then you will listen, or not listen, it's just copy M F. Let's see if that does it right. Oh, it needs to be at the end of the order list though. Okay, that's an easy fix, I think. So we need to seek flat nines to make it go to the end. Hey, okay, now it copies it in the right spot. Good stuff. So now to loop it. So here's where we want mark loop. I mean, will it just loop at this point? What happens if there's just no end to the loop? Okay, it just out of instructions and blows up. Okay. Is there a way to test for if there's no information? Let's see. Okay, halt. Kill link. Host. Mode void. Read and discard the value. Okay, that's interesting. If this EXA could read from another EXA without pausing, set the T register to 1, otherwise set the T register to 0. So that would be test MRD, I guess is what it is. So that tests if it could read it. And if it can't, then drop and halt, I think? Okay. And then there's also test end of file. Okay. Test EOF. And then if it is at the end, it will set the register to 1. So 1 is true, I think. So that sets the T register to 1 once it's at the end. In which case, where's the loop stuff? I just can't remember which loop checks for 1. And which loops for checks for 0. I think we want F loop, right? We want F jump. Because T jump is when it hits 1, then loop. We want, is it FJMP? Let's put F jump loop or just F jump? Oh, okay, so it's whatever I mark it as. So I could mark this as ham, and then I just put F jump ham, and that would work, I think. And if it is, then wipe and halt. We're gonna, oh, we don't really need to blow up our old order. Okay, will this work? Let's see, so we copy that. And it can copy. Okay, it couldn't. Huh. I guess I need to slow the one down a little bit. Is there like a wait? If the test emerald comes immediately after using the M register, it expects there to be another input sent within the very next cycle. Otherwise, it'll spit out a false. So how would I delay it? Okay. I could just put in a bonus seek. Just put in another seek at the end. Make that another thing it does. See if that delays it enough. Okay, yeah, so it's just a little too fast. Huh. I don't know if there's a way to just wait. Is there no wait? Is that not a thing? No. I know there's noop. What would noop do in this case? That's don't loop for one cycle. No. Noop is the way to kill time though? Okay. Just multiple noops. Oh, noop is just no operation. Oh, okay, tight. Yeah, that's perfect then. Okay, let's see if that's enough time. Could be. What? But there is something to copy. Isn't there? Or do I need to have... Oh, I forgot to put the jump. Whoops, I forgot to put the jump after. Yeah, I forgot to put in the to jump. Big ham. And then I gotta mark big ham up here. That should do it. Test. Yes, there is a variable. All right. Then at the end, write extra cheese, anchovies, and there should be nothing. Drop and blow up. Hey! And that should work with every variation. Super does! We have successfully hacked 100 pizzas. Your computer. Yeah, okay. Bullshit. Okay, take delivery of our pizza for sure.
Pizza delivery. Don't look too surprised. I'm an independent operator. I handle a wide range of businesses. Economy like this, you gotta hustle. So, here's your pizza, and here's your other package. I hope it helps. Good work getting that money together. If there's anything else you need, you know who to call.
Hack your body to repair a damaged nerve in your arm. Well, here we go. All right, read a value from the nerve connected to your central nervous system and relay it to the nerve connected to your arm, clamping the value so it never goes below 120 or above 50. Repeat ad infinitum. Since this task takes place inside a network you control that is your own body, it's not necessary to leave no trace. Your X's should be written to operate indefinitely. It's a hardware register, not a file. You can use it directly in your code like any other register. Okay. Then we need two X's here, I think. One to read and one to write. Clamping the value so it never goes below negative 120 or above 50. Okay. Okay. Huh? Oh no, my Discord my audio is just not working right now. Yeah, I'll get it. One sec. Sometimes Discord just loses track of what my my stuff is. Hello, how about now? Okay, you're muted.
Hello.
Hey, there we are. What up, Turbo?
Yeah, I saw you play the first level of this and I immediately bought it, so.
Really nice. Yeah, it seems like a hella Zachtronics game, but like with a story that I'm actually kind of interested in like hearing more of because the aesthetic is dope as fuck. Oh, so what do we need to do here? we need to grab nerve. Now it says it's a hardware register.
So you don't actually need to grab it because it's a hardware register.
Oh, I don't need to grab it. I can just work with it.
Yeah, just treat it like a variable, like X or T.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, use the debuggers. Cells. So, just by being in the same room, the EXA should be able to read it?
Yes.
Okay.
For both pieces.
Okay, so link 800, link 1, link 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Link 1, link 1. Let me just make sure these put them in the right spot. Yeah, okay, we're good. Okay. So in that case, we want to copy nerve to M, I suppose. Yeah. Well, I guess we want to loop it at this point. So mark loop 1. Oh, can't put a 1 there. It needs to be one thing. Okay. Mark nerve. So copy that, and then relay it to the nerve connected to your arm, clamping the value so that it never goes below 120, negative 120, or above 50. I could technically just run 2 tests, right? Like I could do a test that makes it jump to the top if it is in the wrong series of values, and yeah, so it would be,
yeah, you're gonna have to have 2 tests.
Yeah, so we'll do, where's it at? So it'd be, okay, it can just be greater than or less than. So it'd be test nerve greater than 50, and then if so, if false, or no, it's if true, jump the nerve, start over, and then if not, keep going. Test nerve less than negative 120. You jump. Okay, so that means it's now okay, so right, it'll test to see if the value is greater than 50, and if it does, it goes back to the top. Then it tests to see if it's below 120. If it does it, it goes back to the top. And if none of those things, copy. Oop. Nerve to M. And then I should be able to just write in a jump, right? Like I should just be able to put in jump to the beginning of the nerve loop.
Yep. Regular jump. Unconditional.
Yeah. So then this is here for this guy, and it'll be Would it be the MRD thing again? Could I do that to test for this?
What was that?
It's if it can read from another EXA without pausing, set the register to 1, otherwise set it to 0.
Okay, yeah.
So I could just do test MRD, and that'll set it to if there's something to write, it'll put it to 1. So then it'll continue. So if it's at 0, we'll just do F jump back to nerve. So if it's 0, it'll just go right back to the top and run through that repeatedly until it works. And
if there's nothing in there, it'll just wait until there is something.
Basically at this point, yeah, it's just gonna wait by repeatedly just testing and F jumping if there's nothing there.
No, but it will actually wait by default if you just have it as if you're trying to read from M.
Oh, it will? Okay.
Yeah, so you don't have to. That would work, but just to
it's
save you a little
unnecessary.
hassle.
That's default behavior. That's default behavior. Okay. I'm going a level beyond in programming in the default behavior that I do not need to. Okay, so then it's copy M to again, or do I have to put in ARM and CNS?
No, you can just do nerve and it will refer to the one it's in the room with.
Okay.
From my experience, having just done this level.
Oh, okay. Okay, and then I should just be able to loop nerve. This guy doesn't really need to do anything other than just do it over and over again. Except if it fails, well, no, it won't fail, right? It'll just wait.
Yeah.
Oh, jump nerve, not loop.
Yeah, it should just wait until there is something in M that it hasn't already read.
Oh, I put in the wrong thing for jump. It needs to jump to the nerve, not hashtag nerve. Okay, let's try it. So, team goes out there. Copies it. It's negative 69. It's good. Negative 69. It's good. How do I know what the value is in nerve?
So you can see your input and output on the right.
Oh yeah. I wonder if it's dropping too many.
Well, it looks.
Yeah, it has to be faster.
Looks like every time you test nerve, it's going to pull an entry out. And so you get a new one.
So I can't do those tests that way, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it looks like you'll need to...
I can probably...
I didn't know that, actually. You'll need to copy nerve out somewhere else.
I'll just copy it to X and the test X, yeah. Okay. So in that case, we'll just do test X. Copy nerve to X. X. Test X, not nerve. And then copy X to M. That should only access it one time, so it shouldn't make it skip, I think.
Yeah, that should work.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, does it need to like put in garbage? Oh, I need to clamp it, so it needs to.
Oh yeah.
If it does that, change X to.
So if it's greater than 50, you want it to output 50.
Yeah. How do I make it do that? I don't know how to make like a subroutine here, I guess is the hard part.
Do you want a hint?
Yeah, sure.
So, what I did was had a halt at the end of what I did and then wrote extra, like, sort of, marked loops so that it would never access.
Oh, by just putting halt at the end of it in case it somehow gets outside of that.
Well, I put halt like where you're at right now, and then under that halt, I would add more functions. Yeah.
So for here, if true, we're gonna jump to big 50. And so T jump will be X or copy 50 to M, and then jump nerve. But it needs to be, this needs to be big 50 is what it is. So mark big 50. So this will take it now where if it does test true, it jumps down to this big 50, which is copy 50 to M, and then jump back to the nerve. So go back to the main nerve loop. And then I can do T jump lil 120. And it might not like that I have a number in the thing for the loop name. It might need to be one.
Yeah, I'm not sure how it will handle that, but it's not error. Oh no, it does have the red line under it.
Yeah. So I'll just have it be mark big and mark lil, which is pretty good already.
Yeah, it works.
It is the conditional for too big and too small, respectively. Okay, mark lil will just be copy negative 120 to M and jump back to the main nerve loop. I think that works. Let's try it. Okay, so negative 73. We get 70 to 70. Input 69, output 69, 72, 70. Okay, these are all legal right now. Okay, there's a big one. 50. All right. Negative 419 gets 120. Hey, I think it works.
You're good.
Yeah, all right. Hey. My size is reasonably small on this, but wow. What is activity, by the way? Do you know what that means? Is that like just number of operations used?
I'm not sure, because like it seems like it is matching how many like of these that we've done. Like this is you know mission number 6, but I have no idea.
Number of links plus kills. Oh, okay.
Oh.
How is that not grabbing extra nerve stuff? It only calls it once per loop. I'm glad I don't have a body. It sucks. Having a body's the worst. It's a huge pain in the ass. Alright, let's last stop Snacksnet. Cause the last stop factory to produce peanut-free Peanut Blast bars. You like snacks, don't you? You don't have to answer. I know you like snacks. We're gonna hack a snack factory. Okay. Sounds good. Hypothesis. It will be very funny. Okay, yeah, I'm in it. Remove the keyword peanuts from the Peanut Blast recipe. Note the target keyword will appear in a different position in each of the 100 test runs. To view and debug each of the different test runs, click the arrow button next to the test run display above. Okay.
Yeah, so I've been working on this one since I just joined the call.
So I only need to take it from 237, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, 2 boys. 2 boys deploys. Actually, no, there's no reason for 2 boys here. I can probably use one boy. Yeah. So, grab 300, copy, F to M. I'll hold it as the global variable because I just really need to make sure I keep peanuts in mind for my little robot. Then might as well wipe and link 800. Now with the information, the file will appear in the same spot every time, right?
Yeah, it looks like it's always in that same location.
So this should have peanuts as the global. Oh, wipe does not make them drop it, apparently.
Oh, huh.
Peanuts. Weird, why is it not do, I guess since it wants the, oh, I guess since it's the, like, M variable.
Oh, it's waiting for someone to read?
It's waiting for someone to read it, yeah.
Okay.
Huh. So I'll just copy it to X then.
Yeah, or mark M as local.
Oh, yeah, that would actually, well, would that work? 'Cause then
I think that would work.
I think that just makes it, try to make it only readable to other ones in the room with it, but we can try.
Oh, yeah, that might make sense too.
Yeah, that's all it's doing. Alright. X. In which case, read that, drop, link 800. Okay, so now we have the word peanuts. Okay. So then after that, it is time for a loop, because we're going to grab 237 and then mark nut. It's time for a nut loop, everybody. So how do you delete this one? Yo, thank you for the resub. Peen nuts. I hate it.
Peen nuts.
Okay, void is what we're looking for. So void F is remove the value highlighted by the file cursor from the currently held file. So we are going to test F equals X. If false, jump to nut and just test it again. And if not, all right, right. So it's just void F. So if it is true and it does say peanut, it should delete it. And then after that, actually I should also check for end of file, I think, so that it just can destroy itself, or it might just blow up naturally. The void F, and then test EOF. Always test your nuts. Okay, so
good morning.
and then after that, it needs to test EOF, and then if false, jump back to nut, and then if it's true, it should just halt. Trying to think if I should test. Because it just jumps back to, okay, so if it hits the end of the file, it just tests if the file value is equal to peanut, and if it's not, it jumps back to the top. But I may also, let's try, let's let it run. Oh right, I just need to put test F. Is it just test FX?
I think you need a space in between the equals.
Oh, that's what it was. Thank you. That might be too much space. Oh no. Okay, space equals, there we go, that should be good. Alright, let's try this. Okay, we know peanuts. Now, test. It's not equal to peanuts. Test. It is equal to peanuts. So it should not nut jump. Oh, it needs to delete it. I need to make it seek -1 first before deleting, because it's going to delete the wrong thing. Yeah, alright. So in that case, seek -1, then void it. Let's try that. Okay. F jump nut. F jump nut, seek -1, delete. Test end of file. It's false. Jump to nut. Test, not cocoa butter, not palm oil. Cocoa butter, lactose, milk fat. Now what does it do at end of file? Blows up, perfect. Okay, good, badass. All right.
Nice.
We have successfully deleted nut.
That was a lot better than my solution.
What was yours?
It was just longer and I need to seek to the file. Yeah, you can see I did 70.
I wonder if I can view. I know you can record solution GIFs, which is pretty cool. But yeah, no, that one felt pretty smart because that was, yeah, like just a little loop to check if it was peanut, and if it was peanut, get rid of it. If not, move on. This game's smart, y'all, and I feel like this actually does teach some, it at least gives you the idea of some good programming practices, namely in like using loops efficiently.
Yeah, this is pretty good assembly.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how to handle Likert scales.
No nuts and nut blast.
Alright, time to fucking erase our buddy's debt. Hell yeah. Alright, this is a mission I can get into. Yeah, now that you think about it, yeah, I could have had it just after finding nut, immediately destroy. One sec, I'm backing up. I want to rewrite that with a more efficient nut destruction. One sec, I gotta improve my nut. Alright, so if we know peanuts is only...
Maximize nut.
Yeah, maximum nut. I mean, in that case, we could just do fucking halt as soon as it... Just void and halt, and that should do it. Because it'll just loop until it finds peanut and then blow it up, I think.
Yeah.
Ooh,
just one in the file.
Is this a more efficient nut destruction? Oh, wow. That's some efficient nut destruction. Damn it. How did Kavanaugh get one faster? I guess if you just checked to see if it was peanut without preloading it with nut data, that would be a little faster, maybe. One sec. Let's see.
I didn't see a way that you could just compare to peanut.
Yeah, I don't think you can actually. Maybe. Also, I just realized you can test alphabetical order with greater than or less than. Okay, so test if f equals peanut, or does it need to be a variable?
I mean, you can compare it against numbers. I just don't know a way to compare.
Yeah, I think it needs that for the register. That's why they gave it to you.
I tried putting it in quotes and yeah, didn't work either.
All right, now Erase gas debt to the copy shop by zeroing out his balance in the customer database, file 200, and appending a payment to the payment log, file 201 with today's date and the exact amount of his prior balance. Gas customer ID is available in file 300. For more information, see Network Exploration Digicash Point of Sale Systems in the first issue of the zine. Alright, let's pull this fucker out. Highway signs, okay, that's fun. Digicash Point of Sale Systems. These days, corporations large and small are rushing to turn all of their transactions into digital transactions. Why? It's better, that's why. Don't question it, just go along with the hype, man. Of course, in their rush to make everything digital, they've built everything fast and sloppy, leaving their system almost laughably insecure. In this article, I'll take a look at just one example, the Digicash POS, which stands for Point of Sale. Any similarities to another acronym that could indicate the product's quality is purely coincidental. Oh baby, I've made that POS joke so many times. Digicash is a popular option for payment processing, especially for smaller businesses. It's turned up almost everywhere. I've looked at convenience stores, gas stations, laundromats, even tanning beds. And wouldn't you know, all systems by Digicash have a technical architecture in common. The customer database, usually file 200, stores a list of customers with 3 values for each customer: the customer ID, dollars owed, and cents owed. So we have access to gas customer ID. That's the first thing we're gonna need to do is grab 300, copy F to X, and that'll put his ID in here. And then after we have that, we need to go into file 200 and zero out his balance. So dollars owed and cents owed, so we need to make it 0, 0. Okay, so drop link 800, and we need to get into file 200. So we'll grab 200. So I'm gonna comment. You can comment stuff, I think, in this game with using, like, is it hashtags to comment stuff? I think.
I am not sure.
I'm sure someone in chat will know, but yeah, there's a way to actually do that, so that'll be good. And then compare. Oh, this needs to be in a loop as well. Okay. So what is the first loop here? We need to copy his other balance is the thing. So I'm gonna create 2 row bits right away. Copy F to X and then copy, and then I need to copy X to M. And then you copy M to X. Because we need that on both of them, I think. How do we know what today's date is?
I'm guessing it is in the date register on the top left.
Oh, is there a date register?
Yeah, you need to move to the top left room, but...
Oh, there's time and date. Okay. So we don't need time, but we do need date. So I guess we have to go into the clock to grab the date as well. A third robot that just gets clocks. Link 800. Link 801. Grab. Oh, it doesn't need to grab date, right? It can just read straight from it.
Yeah, once it's in the room.
Okay. it should be able to copy the date to M and then just hang out until it blows up. I'll just have to make sure I use it correctly. So first thing that should happen, there's nothing. Oh wait, there is. Okay, so grab 200 and then mark fine. So this is gonna be the loop that just finds him in the register. So it'll be, what is the test to just see if two things are the same? Is it literally
just test?
Test?
Yeah, test.
Okay, so then test if X is equal to F. If not, seek. It would need to be one forward, then another forward. So first of all, we test and see if it is the correct one. I guess we just seek 2 and then F jump. So if it's false, then test again. And if it isn't, then seek -3, I think it would need to be, because I would seek it to the first, or no, it'll only be -2, because we want to go back to the first value. And then what would it be? Set that to 0. Oh, we would need to copy it first. Oh, I wish there was ways to put more values in at once. I think we're just not gonna fuck with the date right now, and I'll figure that out at the end. So in this case, it would be copy F to M. And then void. Or no, it needs to not void it. It needs to replace it. Can you just write 0 into something? Huh, do you know how to do that? How to write just 0? Is there a not equals to function? I don't think there is. Damn. I might be able to just do a test that always will be false and get a 0 that way.
Test 1 equals 0.
I wonder if I could just do that. Just test 1 equals 0. Alright, these spaces. Or I might be able to just do copy, then copy 0 to F. Copy, and then so this is the part where it does. I might just want this to do it twice instead of doing it like some complicated way. I don't really feel like checking to see if a loop can figure that out. So then seek -2, and then after that copy F to M, copy 0 to F, all at that point, because then it's done everything it needs to in theory. What is it not like about test XF?
You need some comparison, like greater than or equals.
Oh, equals, right, yeah. And then F jump is find.
Also, I don't know if you noticed this, but in like the desktop, before you went into the mission, there was a little chat screen in the bottom right where Gas was saying that he can't print the next issue of the zine because he owes so much money to the
okay.
copier.
So we want to get the next issue of the zine.
Yeah.
All right, so this is gonna check, and as soon as it does find it, it goes here, it scoots 2 back, it copies the thing to the main variable, and then copies 0 to that. Or wait, no, I need to make it seek -1 first, I think. Because as soon as it accesses it, it'll do that. So it should at the very least read that. Let's make sure it finds the stuff correctly. Okay, so it found the correct one, I think. Now it's gonna... Okay, now it's just waiting until someone else gets that data. Okay, so this is where XB comes in. And XB gets the stuff, right? Yeah, it does. Okay, sweet. So in that case, yo, Zito, thank you for the resub. What up? Ugh. All right, so after you both have the data, you also link 800, and you grab 201. Now, you need to do the same kind of find operation. So we'll mark find again. Find the same thing, do the same thing again. Okay, and as soon as it's found it, oh wait, it needs to grab it from the data, and then, oh no, it can't seek 2 though. It needs to seek 3. Oh, it needs to seek 1 first. Okay, so it needs to seek 1 just before even starting. That way it goes immediately to step to the user thing. Then check, and then seek 3, I think is the correct act. It's because it needs to go 1, 2, yeah, because it'll go access, and then 1, 2, 3, back to the next one. Okay, seek 3, and then as soon as it does it, it then will want to seek -4, because it needs to go back to where it was, because it'll already seek 3 regardless. So it'll seek 3, so it'll hop it to the next one, and then I go 1, 2, 3, 4, or only -3 because I need to go back to the first value, and then copy M to F, and then copy M to F, I think, right? It just needs to do that. Halt, and then this should get everything except for the date. Let's see. I think they're both now digging for the correct information. Yeah, so this one, XA, is accessing 200 and currently digging for the correct file. Same thing with my other buddy. Did they just not find it? Oh, I have to append it. Okay, I have to write one entirely. Oh
yeah, that's payment records.
That's the payment record, so there is nothing there. I see.
Because Gast is a lazy deadbeat.
He is not paid for his goods and or services. Okay. So XB then, what do you actually need to do, buddy? You don't need to search for anything. You just need to go to the end. So seek 9999. Just always jump right to the end. And then copy X to F, and then copy M to F, copy M to F, and then halt. That should do it right now, I think. Let's try. Okay, so when you just skip right to the end, you've already written in, oh, it needs the date. Okay, so this should work aside from the date, because yeah, see, there's zeros next to his name, so that record is 200's done, right? Like, that's correct. It's got his number and then 0 0, so he owes nothing compared, you know, according to this. So that's perfect. We've got that. So the only thing we need to do now is get the information at the end, which I could probably do by having X beta go grab the date at the end and writing it in, which wouldn't even be that hard. So as soon as you do that, drop link 801, copy hashtag date to X, link -1, grab the payment record, which is 201. Now wait, does it keep our place in the file or does it start over again?
If you pick it back up, I think you need to, it starts over from the beginning.
Okay.
That's just the assumption I made.
Yeah.
I didn't test it.
In that case, I'll just seek 99999, then seek back 1 2 3 4. Oh, you can't really insert though, can you?
No, you need to put something already there and change it.
Yeah. In which case, then I could just have it write a garbage 0 at the beginning.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Okay, so in that case, then okay, so before copying X to F,
Smart
copy.
game that teaches you a skill you usually have to pay thousands of dollars to learn. A
20
bargain
to
for
F.
anyone.
And then there should be a garbage 420 in there. So seek 999 to go back to the end, then seek negative, and it needs to be, it'll be 1 2 3 4, I think. And copy X to F, then halt, and I think this should do it. Let's try. All right, we've got our 420 placeholder. All right, so his payment data is done. XB now has the date. Is grabbing the file, seeking to the very end, seeking -4 back to the 420, copying that in, and halting. Yo! Okay. Oh. This game is neat. I apparently got a very fast system of doing it with only, I got like almost half the cycles of everyone else. Damn.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah.
I only used one dude.
Oh, you used one robot. Yeah, I wanted to get both of them seeking to the appropriate places as fast as possible. Was kind of my big plan there. And like thinking about how I could make it more efficient. If I wanted to, I could just throw a third robot in there and just have it wait forever. Just have it like intentionally wait for a very, very long time. Because otherwise it would just copy M at the wrong point and fuck everything up.
Yeah, I wonder how long you'd have to tell it to wait for.
Yeah, and it could be different too, right? Depending on how long the seeking takes. Like
yeah,
how far
like
down the list of shit is.
Like you'd need to know how big the file is almost.
Yeah. Because yeah, on this one, it is seeking for a long time. Yeah, it's right at the bottom. What's the gimmick of this programming language? I mean, it's just telling little robots to do stuff. It's not really a gimmick.
I mean, it's pretty close to assembly.
Yeah. It is very much like the programming language I used when I was a mechanical engineer at Purdue to program actual assembly lines and shit. Yeah, I like doing the actual, literally programming assembly lines with robots, building things. They're zebras, but they're also brothers. Zebros. All right, time to talk to our neighbor.
Hello? You in there?
Hey, I brought you some snacks. It's, well, it's peanut blast, but without the peanuts. I guess there was some screw up at the factory, so now we have a bunch of these that we can't sell. Seemed like a waste to throw away. I hope you're doing okay.
Zero nut blast.
I don't have a lot of free time anymore, though. Working at Last Stop's really taken over my life. Speaking of which, I should get back. Take care, okay?
All right, time to fuck up a camera. This was actually an example right at the beginning of the zine. There it is. I know I'm not the only one with fond memories of pranking electronic highway signs. The locks on the keypads were easy to pick, and a lot of times they weren't locked at all, so it used to be really easy to change their message from your usual humdrum construction ahead or left lane closed to more fun things like no speed limit or hail Satan. Alas, for a long time, people thought it wouldn't be possible anymore thanks to local transportation agencies who got wise to our wholesome activity and have been replacing their old highway signs with an expensive new network-based version that's only programmable from central headquarters. If the only way to change the sign is remotely, surely the kids couldn't tamper with them anymore, right? Kids, you know how the story goes. These new remote highway signs are a little trickier to access, but still the simple to change whenever you want. All you need is the information here and the right phone number, and you too can bring a smile to the corporate wage slave who's stuck in traffic yet again. Thank you for the resub. Changing the message. Once you're in, these signs accept messages in the form of a series of 3-number packets written to data. The first number is the row starting with 0, the second is the column also starting at 0, and the third corresponds to the character you want to display. And then there are usually a few more registers that are fun to mess with. Most I've seen had one called clears, which clears the sign if you write anything to it. Others signs have effects that you can activate, like flashing or inverted text. Here's a common character table. And it is a list of 0 to 39 with what characters those represent. 0 is a blank, 1 is A, 27 is 0.
I love computers and computing.
Yeah, so pretty. Below is someone. Okay, that's the information we got. So, most important thing here is first number is row, second number is column, and third is the character. Yeah, thank you for the sub as well. Okay, file 300 to the highway sign. 1 character value for each position on the sign from left to right, top to bottom. Okay. So, first things first, grab 300. So I think the first thing too, this might be easier if we have 2 robots communicating. So you're gonna link 800, immediately copy X to clears. That's all, that doesn't matter. And that should just wipe it, I think.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, cool. So, after grabbing 300, we need the row and column starting at 0. which I guess then would be yeah, we would need to use X here and mark position. So this is gonna be the positioning loop. So I think we need to do copy X to how do I know what row it needs to go to?
It's just in order.
Well, I mean, how many rows are, or how many columns there are there, I guess? Because I don't want to go, I want it to start at 0 for like the row and then go down the column until there's not enough room, and then I want it to jump to the next row, or yeah.
Well, there is a static amount of space on the screen.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's copy X to data and then copy 1 to data. Let's just try it with a single thing first. Then then it'd be copy M, because that's what the character is. Data, and then jump to position again. Character. Oh, I didn't make the first one loop. Oops. And then I guess we could just do test EOF and F jump to read, and if it's true, that means it should just halt. It should just be done. All right, let's try this again. Oh, I forgot to increment X. Right. Okay. Then that'd be addy X 1, write that to X. Okay. Try that again. That should at least scoot the row over. Oh, the other way, but almost. I'm just trying to figure out if it says how many rows there are, or how many columns there are.
It's just it's always 9.
Oh, it's 9? Okay.
Yeah.
So if we copy X and it's 0 to data, then that gives it 0. Then if we copied X to data again, it would be 0. And then we would add 1, and then the problem is we want this to still be 0. So we could do test to test what row it's on. So test if X is, would it be 8 or 9? 9, it needs to jump to the next row. So it needs to be if X is less than 9, then true jump to row 2, which this needs to be copy 0 to data unless it's greater than, or if it's less than 9, then don't do anything. If it is, then jump to 2. If true, then jump to row 2. So row 2 will be down here. I'll need to make sure to put a halt so it doesn't try and do anything stupid. So I need to mark row 2. And then if it is in mark row 2, then copy 1 to data, and then jump to position X, because that's position Y basically. So we'll mark position Y and then jump to position X, in which case mark the X position. I might get these inverted, in which case I apologize. And that should be copy X, the data, and then add 1. This also needs a test to jump to row 3 before it. So that would just be test X less than 18, I think. And if true, jump to row 3. Case mark row 3. This is so inefficient. Oh my god. Row 3. In which case copy 2 to data, and then jump to position X. But eventually the number needs to go back down. Oh, this is a pain. I have a feeling I'm going around this like way too hard. Have you done this yet, Turbo?
Yeah, so what are you having trouble with?
I'm like having trouble getting where I get the position.
So what I did, which I'll admit was I was very disappointed in myself with, was I had it with 3 loops with a variable counting up, and if it got to 9, it would exit out and go into the next loop. And then I would copy, and in each loop there was, you know, the row would be hard-coded as 0, 1, and 2.
Okay. And then how do you make it? I guess you could just make it count to 9, and as soon as it's 9, just go to the next loop. Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty much what I did.
And then
Kavanaugh figured out something much better.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What was Kavanaugh's way of doing it?
I have no idea. Hey, Kavanaugh on the stream here.
Damn. Real ass programmer Kavanaugh. Unlike me. Damn. Damn. Getting that shit to run on a potato. I have no idea how to do this more efficiently. I almost wonder if I could just test. Yeah, there's got to be. Let me go back to my terms. Oh, okay. You just literally write note at the beginning. Okay, there's void, drop, wipe, test end of file, seek, file, which is copy the idea of the held file, ID of the held file, grab. I almost wonder if it would be easier to create something to generate a file and then use the second.
That could be.
Yeah, I'm thinking that might be an easier way to do it. Let's try that. I'm gonna start from the top here. So, grab 300, and then mark copy, and that's just gonna be copy X to M. Dump copy. And then XB, you're going to make to get a new file. You're then going to mark X loop. So this is going to be to get the, or no, this is the Y. It's row loop. I'll just put row loop. Yeah. The row loop. And this will be copy X to F. And then the next piece of information it needs is I've got to make sure the number in it is correct is the thing. Because think about it this way, if we copy XF, then that'll be correct. We just need to make it C, and then copy 0 to F, and then and then X addy X plus, oh no, it's just X and 1. Write that to X, and then test if X is greater than, you said 9 characters, right?
Yes.
So it'd be 0 to 8, right? Okay, so we need it to be, wait, is it 10 across? So is it 0 to 9 or 0 to 8?
0 to 8.
0 to 8, okay. So if X is greater than 8, that will set T to 0, in which case, or we can just test if it's less than 8 and tell it to continue if it is less than 8. Or less than 9, because then as soon as it's 8, it'll, yeah, okay. Not 98, that's wrong. And then if true, jump to row loop, I guess. And then if false, then subtract x, which should be at 9, and then copy that to x, so that should put it back to 0. Or we could just manually put it at 0, right? Yeah. Copy 0 to x. And then okay, we're just gonna go row 0 and row 1 to make this more in the language of the thing it's working with, as opposed to, you know, something else. Okay, so then copy x to f, and then copy 1 to f. And then I think also we need to put copy m. Oh, so it's not to file, it's to data, right? So I just have to put in hashtag data on these. That should write whatever the current thing is, then 0, then m hashtag to data, and that'll be whatever's read, and then it'll add 1 and then test if it's less than 9, and if it's less than 9 it'll go back to the beginning. If it's not, then it'll copy x, 0 to x, and then mark row 1, copy x to f, and right, I need to do x to data 1, 2. How crazy are these puzzles? They're getting there. They're neat. And then copy m, hashtag data, addy x1x. Or wait, no, I do need to copy these to the file, right? Because I'm making a separate file that does this. Wait, why would I even do that? Can't I just walk over and do this? Yeah, there's no reason for me to be making a separate file. I'm just making the data. So copy 0, 0, letter, add 1, test. It should be true, so jump up, then copy 1, 0, data, so on and so forth till it hits 9. Then go copy 0 and then start back in here. And then the same thing again, but with 1. And then, yeah, test again. X less than 9. If only I had another variable I could store.
Yeah, I've been going through all this and like, man, if only there was just one more variable.
Is hashtag invs, is that a thing you can store data in, or is that just like random stuff?
I don't know. I didn't mess with that. I think that was the thing that inverts text, but
oh, is that what it is? Okay.
I mean, you might be able to store things in CLRS and in invs.
Well, CLRS, as soon as you write anything to it, it deletes the whole sign.
Yeah, but it might keep whatever you wrote into it.
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously, you wouldn't want to do that, except right at the beginning.
Okay, T-jump row 1, and then copy 0 to X, mark row 2, which this is actually the 3rd row, copy X to hashtag data, copy 2, hashtag data, Copy M, the hashtag data, Addy X1 X. It might need to be the other way. It might need to be one. I don't think it should matter, right? Because it's just adding, so it should be the same. And then as soon as it cannot do that, I guess this would be a good time to test murd. And then as soon as T jump to row 2 and then halt as the final thing. Let's see what this actually does. Oh, did I accidentally delete the part where I wrote out? Oh, I forgot to put the clear in.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. All right. So deletes this line. Puts in column. Now it copies M to the character. Test. Jump row 0. All right. Why is it not, oh, copy X to M instead of F. I'm a dumbass. I'm a huge dumbass. Oops. My bad. Copy F to M. There we go. And I do believe I have these inverted as well. I think it needs to be, row first, then column. So it needs to be 0, X, 1, X, and 2, X. All right, now let's try it. Okay, column, character. Okay, so row 0, column 1, character. All right. Ooh. Okay, this seems good if that offset is intentional, which I think it might be. Oh shit, is that good?
Looks like it is.
Hey!
Now you get to see what the other tests have written down
yeah,
for
I know,
them.
I'm gonna enjoy letting this just rock. Oh, this game, much like any good Zachtronics game, makes you feel like history's greatest genius.
So as I was reading through the zine, I noticed that it's hinted that the virus disease that we have is slowly turning the human body parts into computer parts.
Yep.
Which is why we could hack our own arm.
Makes sense. I do also like watching the loop go due to the way it's broken into thirds.
It's so satisfying.
It's so satisfying. And seeing the other one just copy and nonstop, just copy.
Like the one working its ass off and the other one that's mostly just waiting.
Yup. Yeah, I wonder what a better way to be to notate columns versus rows. Because having to make the different rows as loops just seems really dirty. It seems like there's probably a better way to do it. Like, test if greater than... You could just test what X is and test and see, like, if greater than copy 0 to that. If not, jump to the next one, maybe? Okay, I want to try and write that, actually. I'll let this finish running. Fast cycles, though. Wow, Kavanaugh's is really efficient.
Yeah. So normally what you'd use for something like this is modular arithmetic, but they don't have that in the instruction set. I thought swizzle might be something that I could use here, but it doesn't seem like it.
Doesn't seem like it. So instead of copy 0, well, no, because if you test, because what I was trying to think is like you could test and see, you know, if it's 0 to 1 or whatever. We could also do just a separate thing to correct the number, and if it needs correction, correct it. If not, don't. So
I just had an idea based off of chat. You could pass the row in from as a global from the other robot, thereby giving you the X value in the first robot as another variable for storage. So it could be like test X is greater than 8, write 1, and then
just have it tell you how many characters it's read off.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I like this idea. So the only problem is we need to have it then also hand this off as a different piece of data. So
yeah. So you'd want it to pass you the.
It needs to copy X.
Probably the row.
The M. Yeah, definitely the row. But the question is how then to do the row. Just after it's done doing this, increment it by 1, I guess. So,
well, I would in copy increment it by 1, and then have basically if statements saying if X is greater than such and such, write 0, 1, or 2.
Yeah. So this needs to be so it'd be test X is less than 0 or less than 9, I guess. And then if true jump to row. I mean, this is still just doing the same thing, kind of, but it's splitting it at least.
Sort of offloading the
yeah,
computation, maybe.
Yeah, row 0. And then I guess it'd be mark.
I saw a couple people asking about this in chat. T is the register for like true false operations, so if you're doing a test, it'll be either 1 or 0.
Yeah, it's just a true false register for the checks. F is whatever the file currently being held is. M is the global variable, but you have to remember if you write to it, that robot cannot do anything until someone else has read from it. So it just sits there and waits. And then I guess what I would do then is I would then test X less than 18, and if true, jump to row 1, and then actually it's row 3 is the max one, so I don't really need to bother with anything else. And then F jump row 2, and then so mark row 0 is just copy X to M to give the row data. And then jump copy to put it at the back of the beginning. And this one is going to be mark row 1, which will be copy X to M, copy F to M, add X to 1 to X, jump, copy, mark row 2, copy X to M, copy F to M, add X, 1X, jump, copy, and then if I copy, the row will be M first, I think, right? Could be. Yeah, because every time
I'd have to go back to the.
Yeah, let's just try this right where it is, because I think it's about right, and it's just gonna be this one's X is also getting incremented, and it's just if true, jump to the row 0, and if not, it's gonna be just copy 0 to X and then jump to row 0, I think, because then it'll just be, if it's, as soon as it becomes 9, it'll just put it down to 0, and that's gonna reset what our data should be. I need to put a space here. Well, all right, so copy those, waiting for column, that's going to be 0, character T, jump back to copy. Okay, there's the row, there's oh no. Oh, it's because I put copy X instead of copy the thing it's supposed to, which is 0, 1, and 2. All right, now let's try it. All right, reads off 0, 1, 2. This seems much slower, but it is more fun. It offloads the work to both teams. Okay, should have moved to the next row.
Oh, thank you. Control Z works in this.
Oh, does it? Nice.
Yeah. I'm like, well, that didn't work.
Oh, the only problem is it's waiting for... I left the trace. It needs to blow up at the end. Okay. How do I get it to know it's done? Also, what up, Slovies? How's it going? What part of this programming game do you copy paste the answers from Stack Overflow? Okay, so yeah, XB is getting stuck trying to...
That's just having a career in programming.
Copy data. Alright, so it's getting stuck at that part, so I need to check and see... Oh wait, yeah, I should be able to... Can I check MRD? Where would be the place that I could check MRD safely? I guess I might as well just try and see if it works out. What is that? Is it... How do you test that? Let me pull up this.
What are you trying to test?
The MRD value and see if MRD is available or not.
No. It's just test MRD, and then T will be 1 if it's available.
Yeah, we're hacking a highway sign right now. This game looks super dope. Yeah, let's just test MRD.
Also returning into a computer.
Also returning
Stop all the downloading.
This is literally cyberpunk hack stuff to get money for your future drugs because you have the future robo disease. And you literally have to, I have a PDF zine open to the side that I'm getting information and ideas from. So it would be,
Yeah, so if you want the true software engineering experience, we have the spec. And open another window.
Yeah, I'll just test MRD. And then F jump, which is if it's false, aka if there's nothing to copy. And then I need to do mark end, and now if there's nothing in that value, it'll just blow itself up. Shit, too fast. Okay. Just one too fast as well.
You got room for one more? Or?
Yeah. Probably gonna be wrapping up pretty shortly here, just because I've been playing this for a bit, and this is a fucking big brain ass game.
No, definitely. No, I have to record a thing for a YouTube channel soon anyway, but I wanted to drop in and say hi, and this totally looks like my jam, and
this is,
fuck you, because I have too much to play.
Dude, it's a Zachtronics puzzle game about programming. It is literally exactly your shit, and it's got like a Snatcher-esque aesthetic too. It's like that kind of cyberpunk shit.
Why?
I know, dude. I know.
Why did you do this to me? How?
I need someone to get to the next stage because I'm actually stuck.
False jump to end. How about now? What if I give it a noop? I mean, that's gonna slow it down a lot, I think, but
you have to give it no ops?
Yeah, sometimes you have to give no ops to delay.
Oh, but then fuck yourself. I'm trying to do all this video game shit, and I need this now.
I'm just gonna give it.
Also, I love that you call them noobs.
Yeah. I guess I have a new game to force my software engineering friends to look into.
Yeah, this ends up causing the problem of, at some point, my robot panics and either blows himself up or does not blow himself up. And I need to make sure that at the end, that when it goes to read, it will in fact crash the loop, which, how do I do that? How do I, because yeah, right now okay, now it's blowing itself up again because I just have false jump to end, so it's blowing up immediately. But our big problem right now is like somewhere when we're almost done writing it. So let's see here. Okay, so don't copy.
Oh my god, I didn't even notice you could have different files for different attempts.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can name in the top left.
I feel like making a game like this has to be so fucking meta because you have to like write an interpreter for the game code.
Yeah.
But like also your code that's interpreting it, and it's a brain buster.
I would be terrified of writing one of these because I'd be like, all right, so we'll just use the x86 instruction set, and then like some asshole will find a way to completely gain control over the game.
Use the interpreter, like overload it somehow, like in the buffer, and then just like execute code on the player.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you're liable for it. Yeah, exactly. That's some hot shit.
Just FC to register FC 80,000 and then write achievements equal got.
Okay, here's my idea. I'm gonna have it test for end of file, and as soon as it does, it jumps to a thing where it copies blow up into M. Oh no, that's not a valid thing. Damn. Okay, it copies 420 into there. And I'm just gonna have this.
You're a true programmer now.
Yeah, and have this test at some point that if it ever equals 420, it needs to blow up. So test. Well, no, but that copies an extra time to M, and that's no good.
Did I ever tell the story? I worked with a guy who named his shit that. It was like the most like frustrating thing. He named all his like variables like sex shit and whatever to be funny. But, like, yeah.
What a dumbass.
Yeah, it was. I fucking hated him, but because like I remember it was my first job out of college, and I was like debugging like dollar titty, And I'm like, wow, is this what it's really like in the real world? And kinda, but
yeah,
you know, not especially bad.
All right, so we're gonna test if M is equal to 420, and if true jump to except the thing is, it doesn't automatically get rid of M when you test it, does it? I don't think so.
It shouldn't.
No, I don't
unless
so.
it's like assembly and it like copies the true value into it or something. But even then,
True jump to N.
No, it copies it into the T register.
Ah, got it.
Okay. So let's see how this goes.
Oh, test register.
Oh, I did a great job. All right, so I just repeatedly put in 420 a lot, so it just made it go. Okay. Yeah, it ends up being out of sync because it. What's it actually doing wrong? Yeah, I think it counts checking that as an access to it, so it moves beyond. Damn. Well, I'll have to come back to this and optimizing it at some point down the road. Let us check what Turbo's struggling with here.
Oh my god, please.
Okay, we got a cutscene first.
I have an important
It's
question.
tree traversal, but I can't. The end condition is
and 5 humans
doesn't work with this instruction set.
Oh my god,
What
am I
kind of
really
tree?
having an AI fucking tell me the train track dilemma?
Oh yeah.
Maybe if... No, that wasn't the one I was going to ask.
Fucking good place
You
AI.
have to do tree traversal and like assembly, like the pseudo assembly.
Maybe the friend could help
Sort
you
of.
solve this
They give you basically a fork instruction,
Hmm.
so it's a little easier than you
Let's say
think.
there's a situation where the friend...
Alrighty. Well, I gotta run do my thing, but thanks for letting me jump in, however briefly, to check this shit out.
You should check out this game. It seems like your shit.
All right, I will. Thanks,
Okay,
thanks
it's
for
time
nothing. No, thank you very
Thanks
much.
for nothing,
No, it
you
was really
bumble.
cool.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, dude. Take it easy, guys.
Take it easy. Okay, we need to get a specific file here. Find the file 276 in the network and bring it back to your host.
Yeah, so the key here is the kill instruction. You need to destroy the robot that's holding it.
Oh, right, yeah, it needs to... Okay, I see what you mean. So, what random place will it always be in that end one, or will it...
I think it'll be in any of... My guess is it's going to be in any of the random ones, but theoretically it could be in any of the rooms.
Yeah. How many robots am I allowed to make?
Well, the REPL instruction is like there's an instruction for making another robot exactly where you stand.
Oh, okay. And jump to the specified label in the copy. So, what I need to make is a bunch of duplicates that fan out and do the same shit. So it needs to be repl and jump to specified label. Do they mean like go to that part of a program?
The label would be like mark.
Okay.
Something.
Okay. Okay, so I guess first I'd want to just move into the next one. So yeah, first step is move. So okay, so mark distro is gonna be our distribution one. It'll be how do I make him so half of them go?
So what I currently have is a label for going to the one side and going to the other side, because they're all always labeled 800 or 801.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe the first thing would be what is the replication? It's REPL. Okay, and we'll just say replicate to room 2 and then link 800, and then the replicant will go to mark room 2, which is just link 801. See what that even does. It'll replicate, and then that one will go to link 801, which isn't found. And this one needs to loop. Okay, and then jump. Then try jump distro. So let's see. So that means copies. Then that one copies. Goes to 800. The other one goes to 801. Copies. Copies. Okay, so this works. Okay. Is there a way to check if there's another...
I've not been able to find anything that would be like, let me know if there's someone else in the room or if there's a file in the room. So. The best I could find is, you know, try and grab the file. And if it can't, it will exit.
Will it blow up, or will it just like go on to the next thing?
It'll blow up.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking what I could do is run a global variable that whenever the big dog moves, it copy X to M, or it'd be addy 1X to X, and then copy X to M, and that's a thing all the robots will be able to know. And then, so then every time it links 800, so that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. So as soon as it's 4, then I guess then the big thing would be after this line, it would need to be test M equal to 4. That's what I need. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think so. And I think these would need to do the same thing, right? Then both of those could go to kill grab, which would just be as soon, let's make sure it does this kind of properly at this point, at the very least. Okay, there needs to be an M for it to test on the very first thing. So I might just have to do the first lap manually since it's so weird. I guess I just copy X to M and then it should be fine. Oh no, because it needs to wait until something else reads it. Why does the count matter? Because I need it to do it right when it's at the end.
Yeah, we need to figure out how we know that we're at the end of the tree.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to tell it when to stop, is the idea. Yeah, I need to know when to grab the file and get it. I could also see if I could test when something blows up. Like if I can make one explode and somehow have that. Maybe I need to just make another robot that all it does is handle the M stuff. Leave that. Wait. Wait, why did it just... Oh, because I put false instead of true jump. I'm dumb. Okay, let's try again. Oh, alright, true jump again. Okay, I don't think this is right, but it's doing something interesting. Okay, it just makes him explode. What is going on here? I guess I should just have every robot keep track of it on its own, right? I guess it's the only way around this. Instead of having one just count it. If they're replications, they should have the same number regardless. Yeah, what am I thinking? Duh. All I need to do is then test X equal 4. As soon as it's true, jump to kill and grab. Make a copy, jump to room 2. Link 800, add 1 to X. And then jump into distro. And then these ones should be able to also... Because they'll know. They might need to offset them by 1 or 2. And then addy 1x1 or xx. Alright, let's try this. Okay, then we both go to the next room. Whoop. Alright, the first one blows up because it doesn't know what to do. Okay, then you... Yeah, because you both have 1. You jump to the correct room. Make your copies. Oh, it looks like they're created with 0 in X. Yeah, So why are their variables getting wrong? If they replicate, shouldn't they replicate the same value?
It should replicate with the same value.
Oh, okay, it is. It's
I guess
really
except
confusing.
for M.
I was reading it wrong. I was reading it's XA, the value, I think. And then... No, okay, they do have the value. So this one is in the end and it has 4. So it should true jump to kill grab. Yeah, Yggdrasil, it's pretty cool. Yggdrasil's rather. So then what are the commands for this? Do I need to kill the robot? Just kill.
Just kill should do it.
Grab. And will the file always be 276? Yeah.
Yep.
And then link -1. Link -1. Link -1. Because these would be 1, 2, 3, 4 back. Link -1. Drop. Alt. I think. Let's try it. All right, so you start propagating out. Let's make sure your values are all correct. So you're at 4. It's hard to tell which ones are which.
They are all labeled on the right.
Okay, XA2 is only at 3 despite being in the end zone. Oh, it's
it is about to add one.
Yeah, okay. So I think they are at 4. Okay, so it went to grab, file ID not found, kill, file ID not found, kill, file ID not found. Grab, file ID not found, and then it should be on the last one, kill. Grab it, link, drop, halt. All right, now to see if it works in every case. Oh, I feel like history's greatest brain genius. It auto splits out, detects when it reaches the end, kills it, takes it, and returns it. Oh, is this on sale right now in the Humble store? Nice. Yeah, I feel really smart. This game makes you feel incredibly smart. Yeah.
I still I was not able to get the counter working.
Yeah, I just remembered, I was like, oh, replicates it, so it probably stores the initial X value.
Yeah, I think that was one of my main things.
Alright, apparently I have the smallest, code-wise, the most efficient system, but a very slow system compared to other people. Kavanaugh. Ooh, Kavanaugh's was the same, but twice as fast. What the fuck? Probably had a smarter way of doing the counter, I'm guessing, or the replication. I wonder if it blowing up while holding it would just do it. Fine.
It does.
It does? Okay.
It just drops it.
Link -1. Jump, run. Let's see if this works as well. It should. Just to make it a tiny bit smaller. Alright, grab it, then run. Run. Hell yeah, that's a little less code, baby. Yeah. Hell yeah, smallest code. Fuck them. Got there. Yo, and thank you for the purchase again from the Humble store. But yeah, no, just wanted to show off a couple neat nerd games. That marble stuff was cool as hell, and yeah, I rather enjoyed this as well. Sometimes you gotta show off the big brain stuff, remind people, you know what you're doing, kinda. So, yeah.
Yeah, I loved all the comments from chat about like tree traversal and all that.
It was really neat. Oh yeah, and you can do multiple solutions to get rankings in the lowest of each of them. Yeah, well, thank you for hanging out, Turbo. And
yeah, of course.
I'm gonna host y'all over to my buddy Smite, who is doing some Mario Maker expert / super expert. I'll catch you later. Take it easy.